So if your rizq feels blocked, brothers and sisters, it's because you're missing these 3 key correct principles. And the crazy thing is, most Muslims, they don't even know this. So let's break down Abdur Rahman ibn Awf's story. And he was a Sahabah who was worth over $600 billion in today's currency. Yes, 600 billion. That's accumulated wealth more than Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, and Jeff Bezos, which is just crazy, right? But let's go back to the beginning of his story, when Abdur Rahman ibn Awf actually migrated to Medina and he had absolutely nothing. He had no wealth, he had no family support, and he had no property. He just had the clothes that he was wearing. But within a few short years, he actually became one of the most wealthiest men in Medina. And his wealth was so great that when he passed away, the gold that he left behind was so heavy that people had to break it with axes just to remove it. Now, you're probably asking this question: how did a man with nothing rise to such abundance? And what was the secret here? What was the missing piece to the puzzle that I can apply to my life from Abdur Rahman ibn Awf's life, okay? And the answer lies in understanding the divine laws of provision, understanding the divine law of rizq, okay? And these are principles from the Quran and the Sunnah that the early Muslims actually lived by. And when we align our hearts and actions with them, this is when the rizq actually starts to flow naturally, without constant struggle, without having to go and chase it. And today, many of us believe that rizq only comes through endless hustle, sleepless nights, and constant stress. And this is a big problem right now, which has probably been going on now for a little while, and it's hustle culture and how it's so toxic and how it's tied to hustling day and night, having no rest, having no sleep, and placing that constant strain on your brain and the constant strain in your body to just go, 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 go. And it's the complete opposite of what Islam teaches us, which is what we call barakah culture. And we're going to be breaking that down today. And this ties back to hustle culture, where we think the harder that we work, the more that we will actually receive. But the truth is, rizq itself only comes from Allah. And of course, we work and we put in effort, but the effort alone is not actually what brings the results, is not actually brings the provision. And the rizq actually flows when we live in alignment with the system that Allah has created. Allah has created a set system for us to not only succeed in this life, but also, inshallah, succeed in the hereafter, okay? And just as a tree never chases the rain, or a bee doesn't panic about finding flowers, every single creation of Allah receives what it needs in harmony, and nature is living proof of that. And we too were designed to live in the same flow of ease and blessings. So let's break down the 3 divine laws of rizq. And number 1 being, your rizq is already written. So let's break this down further. Allah says in the Quran, and in the heaven is your provision and whatever that you are promised. This means that your sustenance, your wealth, your health was written before you was even born. And nothing that you do will take away what is already yours. And nothing will give you what was never meant for you, okay? And when you truly internalize this, the constant anxiety about money actually begins to fade. And you stop worrying and tying your worth to your income. And you actually stop chasing desperately, which is such a big problem in today's world. People are constantly chasing after things. And when you chase something, it just runs away. Instead, what you do is you actually focus on doing your work with excellence and sincerity, and you trust Allah with the results, which is the purest form of tawakkul. I'm not saying that you just go and put your feet up and you don't do nothing, you expect abundance to actually come to you. But what you actually have to do, brothers and sisters, is stop.